all of a sudden, everybody's got the keys to the candy store. Ad buyers, talent, consultants. There's 100 days to do it. And the money started pouring in.
Associates of Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign are speaking out on how funds were used during her presidential bid. Over $1 billion was spent over 4 months in an effort to reach voters. There's debate over whether ads were actually reaching voters they were trying to target.
They were running ads in Florida, where I live, nonstop. And I'm like, why? I mean, are they running them in Alabama and Idaho too? And I'll tell you why. If you don't run the ads, the buyer doesn't get paid. $900,000 to put her face on the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Stephanie Cutter, who oversaw messaging and communications for the Harris campaign, explained they were, quote, just sort of talking to our own people all the time. Much went into mainstream media outlets in an effort to catch voters on the fence, like $1 million paid to Oprah's company. Cutter said, quote, in terms of who the targets were, the persuadable voters, which were largely young men, they're not watching evening shows. They're not watching cable. They definitely do not watch 60 Minutes. Harris was unable to secure as many non-traditional spots like podcasts, a medium Trump was able to take full advantage of. Harris-Walz campaign leaders appeared on Pod Save America to discuss what went wrong in the election, like failing to land spots like Hot Ones.
Never in time has there been a candidate better suited for a podcast than Kamala Harris on Hot Ones. So
I think if I remember correctly on Hot Ones that they didn't want to delve into politics.
Well, and that's across the board.
Yeah, I think it's important.
But some of them did.
We had a lot of support in a number of, athletes and others that were just not super interested in getting their brand caught up in the politics of this campaign.
The recent criticism of her campaign has made Harris's return to encourage supporters after the loss difficult.
Don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Why in the world did the Democratic Party post this? And the answer is, I have no idea. It does not make the vice president look her best, and it's a total mystery unless you think there are some staffers who want to discourage her from further public life.